as Foxborough will host Boston High School. Our starting lineup for tonight's game. Starting in Boston, forward 17, Anthony Bruno. Forward 26, Edward White. Forward 3, Alvin Saunders. And the bench number 7, Kenneth Lockhead. Along with number 19, Robin Gray. And starting goal for Boston number 30, Carolina. Starting from Foxborough High School, at left wing number 15, Liam Lynch. At center number 12, Kyle Sperzel. At right wing number 3, Tim Luciano. At bench number 14, Gus Hurley. Along with number 7, Nick Luciano. And the second goal of Foxborough, number 1, Melissa Almeida.
Good evening and welcome to the Foxborough Sports Center here on Tuesday, January 7th, a cold evening. We have the non-league matchup between the Foxborough Warriors and the East Boston Jets. Starting lineup for Foxborough, starting at center for the Warriors, Kyle Sperzel, number 12. At right wing, Tim Luciano, number 3. Number 15, Liam Lynch at left wing. And defensively for the Warriors, we have Gus Hurley and Nick Luciano. Playing goal for the Warriors, we have Melissa Almeida. Foxborough wearing the gold and blue, and we have East Boston in lighter blue and gold as well. Nick Luciano grabs the puck from the point, takes a shot on net, saved by the East Boston goalie. Foxborough comes into the game, 1 win, 2 losses, and 1 tie. And East Boston comes into this matchup, 3 wins, 3 losses, and 0 ties. East Boston playing in the Boston Hockey Conference. They've not had too much competition so far with the games they've been playing. This will be a good test for East Boston. They've been playing a lot of teams, Division III teams. Foxborough's played a combination of Division I, Division II, and Division III teams. So a lot of action here early on. Foxborough's keeping the puck in the East Boston zone. A nice play there by number 17, Galante. Keep the puck in the neutral zone. We also now we have in the game is Stamatov, number 13, moving the puck into the East Boston zone. Number 10, Mike Carisi with a quick shot on net, saved by the East Boston goalie. So that's 2 early shots for Foxborough, and 2 relatively easy saves for the East Boston goalie. But the pace of play is pretty quick here, and Foxborough seems to be on the attack. Now in at defense for the Warriors, Jonathan Brolin with a quick shot on net, tipped by Kyle Sperzel. Also on defense with Jonathan Brolin is Nick Luciano. Puck broken up by East Boston into the neutral zone and blocked by Nick Luciano, picked up by Tim Luciano over to Kyle Sperzel. Sperzel breaks it into the East Boston zone and sends it up behind the net, picked up by Mr. Galante. And there's Jonathan Brolin stepping up to keep the puck in the zone. East Boston clears it to the neutral zone. Nick Luciano takes it up, pops it up front to Kyle Sperzel. East Boston picks it up, and it's blocked at the line. by the Foxborough defense. Quick shot from the point, goes behind the net. East Boston trying to get out of the zone. Nick Luciano tries to stop it. Can't quite get it, but picks it up in the neutral zone. Quickly back to Spurzl in the middle. Luciano and Lynch break to the net. Spurzl loses the puck, but actually sends it around the boards. Picked up by Jonathan Brolin. Sends it over to the corner to Liam Lynch. A little bit of room there. Can't quite get the shot off. Broken up by the East Boston defenseman, number 7. Back out to Nick Luciano. Picks up the neutral zone. Dumps it back in. Again, the play seems to be dominated by Foxborough at this point. East Boston trying to keep it out of their zone. Second line of Greg Stamatov and Mike Carisi now on the ice, along with Jonathan Brolin, Nick Luciano, and Galante. Mike Carisi taking it down into the corner, centers it back to Nick Luciano on the point. High shot by Nick Luciano and a nice save by the East Boston goalie. Nick Luciano picked up the pass at the top of the circle, let it rip. There was a little bit of a rebound there, but not enough time for the Foxborough forwards to pick up on that. But a decent shot. Foxborough has had 3 good shots on net at this point. East Boston, again, still trying to get it out of their zone. Foxborough playing disciplined hockey here. Defensemen seem to be in the right position. Back to Nick Luciano. Feeds it back into the corner to Lynch. Tries to center it. Can't quite get it to Stamatov. East Boston clears it. Nick Luciano picks it up in his zone. Takes it behind the net. Looking for a forward to feed it to. He feeds it up to Galante. Galante can't quite handle it. Back to Hurley. Hurley dumps it into the neutral zone. East Boston picks it up. Over to Nick Luciano. Nick skates it to the middle. Looking for somebody here. Sends it up to Galante. Galante takes it into the East Boston zone. Shot wide of the net. Tied up by the East Boston goalie. So as mentioned, Foxborough comes into the game at 1-2-1. The competition for Foxborough has been pretty tough so far this year. We've played Stoughton, lost 2-0 on an open netter at the end. It was a very close game. They scored with 5 minutes left in the game and then scored an open netter to make it 2-0. Here we back to play here. Puck into the Foxborough zone and icing is called. We'll have a face-off all the way down back into the East Boston zone. So to pick up where I left off, Foxborough's lost to Stoughton 2-0 in the opening night. Their next game was against Southeastern West Bridgewater combination team. Foxborough won 2-1. Then we played St. Joseph's Prep out of Brighton and tied that game 3-3. And then finally we lost to Mansfield 9-1 on Saturday night. So puck back to Brolin at the blue line, keeps it in. A quick pass from Spurzl to Tim Luciano. Tim can't handle it in front of the net. Spurzl picks it up back to the point to Brolin, back to Hurley. Hurley lets one rip, tipped by Lynch, but didn't quite get to the net. Low shot by Brolin, and East Boston breaks it out. Looks like Hurley's by himself here, a 3-on-1. And a nice play by Gus Hurley to break that up. Picked up by an East Boston player, number 7. He shot on net. Melissa Almeida made the save. Here comes Spurzl back through the neutral zone into the East Boston zone. Dumps the puck into the corner. Collects his own shot. Down to Tim Luciano, who feeds it to the center. Gets sent back to Tim Luciano, back to the middle again. And the goalie tried to pick it up, tie it up. He couldn't quite get it done. And the East Boston goalie ties up the puck. So again, Foxborough 1-2-1 on the early season. With 9 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first period, no score. Play has been dominated by Foxborough. East Boston comes into the game at 3-3. They've had their first game was against Bellingham. They lost that game 5-1. And play is picked up here again, so we'll return to the East Boston schedule in a second. East Boston trying to move that puck out up to forward number 6. Collects it, sends it to the middle. Brian Booth is there to pick it up. We also have Paul Vey in the game at this point, number 6. East Boston dumps it low. Nick Luciano retrieves it in the corner to the left of his net. Luciano picks up again. Nick breaks it up through the neutral zone, trying to get to the East Boston. Gets to the East Boston zone. He breaks it in, centers it. Picked up by, or tried to be picked up by number 9, Paul Vay, but he couldn't quite handle it. Gus Hillary back in his zone. Clears it through the neutral zone. Picked up by the East Boston player, and offsides. So Foxborough playing a few of their younger players tonight. We see Paul Vay in the game. He's a freshman. Mike Carisi, number 10's a freshman. We also have Jonathan Brolin, number 18, another freshman. So Foxborough playing quite a few freshmen here in the early going of this game. And there's Carisi centering pass, picked up by the East Boston player. Number 13, Stamatos tries to pick it up, but can't quite get there. East Boston clears the zone. Nice pass, cross to number 5. He picks it up, tries to get it through. Brolin picks it up and sends it out to Stamatov, takes it through the neutral zone into East Boston zone. And behind the net, didn't quite get that one on net. Picked up on the corner by Mike Carisi, over to Jonathan Brolin at the point. Jonathan lets it rip, low shot, nice save by the goalie. That's what you want to do from the point, Jonathan Brolin. Keep that shot low, maybe get it tipped, maybe get a quick rebound for one of your forwards. Nice play by the freshman, number 18, Jonathan Brolin. Here we go, we get the face-off here. We have Spurzl stepping in against number 5 from East Boston. Quick drop there by the ref. East Boston wins the face-off behind the net. Picked up by Spurzl out front, no go. Back to Brolin. Centers it to Tim Luciano, back over to Spurzl. Spurzl tries to get in the middle, can't get there. And they clear the puck. Luciano and Brolin chasing it. Brolin sends it up to Luciano. Nick Luciano takes it across center ice. Tim Luciano tries to gather it, but can't. Back to Nick Luciano. Nick takes it to the neutral zone. Up to Tim Luciano. Tim across the blue line. Back to Spurzl in the middle. Good opportunity here. Spurzl backhands it just wide of the net. Picked up at the point by Brolin. Brolin sends it across the middle there. And looks like Kyle Spurzl couldn't quite get up onto his skates. So ref blew the whistle, I think, due to the fact that Kyle was lying in front of the goalie. And there's going to be a face-off outside the zone, it looks like. And Spurs will take this face-off against number 17 from East Boston. Again, play dominated by Foxborough at this point. 0-0 here, 6:52 left in the first period. Kyle Spurzl wins the face-off back to Hurley, who dumps it into the East Boston zone. Goalie picks up behind the net, kind of dangerous, left the goal pretty open there. Picked up by Spurzl at the circle, the right circle, back in the corner. You have Tim Luciano in front of the net. Couldn't quite get it to him. Back to Gus Hurley, over the point to Nick Luciano. Nick Luciano tees it up, sends it low, and Liam Lynch was out in front with an opportunity to tip that, and wasn't able to get a stick on it, and the goalie makes a decent save. I think the ref here is going to call matching penalties versus number 12, Kyle Spurzl from Foxborough, and number 10 from East Boston. Actually, probably that call benefits East Boston, even though it's a matching penalty. From what I've seen so far in the early going of this game, Kyle Spurzl being the better player, probably an advantage for East Boston. So Matt Stamatov steps in to takes the centering pass, for the centering responsibilities for Kyle Spurzl while he's in the box. Coach, again, it was a matching penalties. They'll still be playing 5-on-5. Picked up by Carisi off the face-off that Matt Stamatov won, and had a quick shot on net. Nice quick play by Mike Carisi. So the call was hitting after the whistle. So looks like the refs want to keep this game in control. They both just kind of pushed each other, and what happens there, they both get a matching penalty and will sit out for a minute and a half. Okay, so on the ice right now we have Nick Lucci.
You're in the red a lot.
So behind the net, Hurley picks up the the puck, number 17 from East Boston, grabs it from Hurley. Nice play by number 10, Mike Creasy, to keep the puck alive here in the neutral zone. Galante with the puck, hit pretty hard by the East Boston forward. Foxborough tries to put it into the zone, but can't quite get it done. Oh, geez. Puck just came into the stands, which doesn't happen too often in a high school game, and hit a fan. Actually, it was a nice catch by Robin Spurzl, who is Kyle Spurzl's mother. So, surprising. Not too often a puck comes into the stands at center ice. So, you always want to keep your eye on the game. Puck back to Nick Luciano, tries to stuff it into the zone. East Boston sends it back. Picked up by Hurley. Takes it middle over to Paul Vey. Nice stop, move, and a shot left of the goal. Puck behind the net. And East Boston picks it up and sends it out. Nick Luciano picks it up in his zone. And looks like he's going to keep the puck here and continue to skate. Oh, nice hit by number 5, taking Luciano off the puck. And East Boston picks up the puck in the neutral zone. East Boston dumps it into the far corner left of Melissa Almeida, who I think has fielded one shot on net at this point. East Boston keeps the puck in play. Number 5 for East Boston, not able to get control, dumps it in weakly to the corner, picked up by Gus Hurley. Nick Luciano picks it up over in the corner, hits it out to number 22, Brian Booth, hits it up the boards, and out of play into the Foxborough bench. Play has been pretty consistent here with Foxborough pressuring East Boston. East Boston having a hard time, struggling getting it out of their zone. Spurzl wins the face-off, back to Brolin. Back to Nick Luciano on D, up to Spurzl. Spurzl dumps it in. We have Brolin kicking it up to Tim Luciano and then to Liam Lynch. East Boston on the drive here, sends it in towards the net. Melissa Almeida kicks it to the right, up to Tim Luciano, over to Spurzl. Spurzl over to Lynch. Lynch taking it to the net, sends it right across the crease, but no one home. Quick backhander by Spurzl, blocked by the East Boston goalie. Back to Nick Luciano at the blue line. Keeps it in, back over to Spurzl. Spurzl in the corner. Get two people out in front, get Luciano in, Lynch out front, over to Lynch. Can't seem to pick it up all the way around to Brolin. Brolin dumps it in on net, blocked by East Boston. Tim Luciano battling forward over to Lynch. Lynch behind the net. Foxborough's working hard here, trying to get a decent shot on net. Capitalize on the fact that they've had the puck in the zone for a couple of minutes here. Up, East Boston flicks it out all the way down the other end. Nick Luciano passes it over to Brolin. Brolin up to Tim Luciano. Tim Luciano quickly in the middle to Spurzl. A lot of room for Kyle Spurzl here. Up to the circle. Quick shot on net. Low shot. Kind of juicy rebound there. Picked up by East Boston, though. Nick Luciano keeps the puck in on the other defensive end. Jonathan Brolin's nice job staying home there. Able to pick up the puck as it came to him. Kyle Spurzl with a strong hit behind the net. Knocked number 13 over from East Boston. Brolin up to Tim Luciano. Tim Luciano across center ice into his zone. Hit from behind. Falls down. Lynch trying to stick handle through a couple of guys. Not going to work here. So East Boston clears the puck. Foxborough on a quick switch. Lynch on the pickup. Quick shot goes wide. Oh, nice play by East Boston forward, picking that puck off from Hurley, but Jonathan Brolin able to get back quickly and grab that puck. He did send it back to the center. East Boston player picked it up, but wasn't able to get a shot off. A quick backhander from number 5 on Melissa. Nice save by Melissa. Puck's out in front. And Foxborough just can't seem to clear it at this point. Jonathan Brolin behind the net. And Matt Stamatov picks it up, goes center. Actually, looks like that was out of the zone, but the ref, oh, he did. That was, that did clear the zone. Picked up by Hurley. Nice pass up to Lynch. Excuse me, to Galante. Galante, quick high shot with a big rebound off the glove of the East Boston goalie. Nick Luciano picks it up, sends it to the center, and picked up by Lynch. A lot of room here for a pass. There's Lynch across the blue line. Takes it to the net. Quick shot. A nice save by the East Boston goalie. That was a nice shot by Lynch. High off his shoulder. There's a lot of room here in the neutral zone for both teams when the puck gets out there. So a roller from the point, and we'll have a face-off to the left of the East Boston goalie. 36 seconds here left in the first period, 0-0 tie. This period has been pretty uneventful. Only a matching penalty for both teams and a lot of shots on net for Foxborough. Not so many on net for East Boston, but a 0-0 tie nonetheless. East Boston breaks it out into the neutral zone. Dumps it over to Nick Luciano. Nick passes it up to Lynch. Lynch tries to get control but can't. Nick Luciano picks it up across blue line. Gets hit pretty hard. And 7 seconds left here in the period. And that should be about it. Nick Luciano picks it up in the neutral zone. And that's it for the first period. Well played first period by both teams. 0-0 tie. And we'll see you in the second period. Here we are back for second period action. East Boston Jets, Foxborough Warriors. A good first period for the Foxborough Warriors. Both teams played well. Foxborough did dominate. Puck was in the East Boston zone probably 70% of the time. Quite a few more shots. I think Foxborough had 14 shots on net, and East Boston had 3. And here's the drop of the puck for the second period. Kyle Spurzl over to Liam Lynch. Liam chases into the zone here. Nice hustle by Liam. Quick pass for East Boston. Up to center ice, neutral zone. Number 2 here for East Boston. Didn't play in the first period. He's out here for the second period. He's the leading scorer for East Boston. I don't know why he didn't play the first period, but like I said, ready to go, second period. Liam Lynch dumps the puck into the zone. All the way around to Nick Luciano. Keeps it in nicely. Also, Tim Luciano tries to keep it in as well. Nick Luciano picks up in the neutral zone. Spins it back around and dumps it in. Tim Luciano, Spurzl, and Lynch at the forward line right now. Nick Luciano and Gus Hurley playing defense, along with Melissa Almeida in goal. Picked up by Spurzl off the board. Out to Nick Luciano at the point. Nick's quick snapshot on net. And a nice save by the East Boston goalie. That was a quick shot by Nick Luciano to get that shot off. No rebound. I think Foxborough this period needs to think about crashing the net and taking advantage of some of the rebounds that are coming from the shots from Liam Lynch and Kyle Spurzl. Try to capitalize on those. East Boston breaks it out of the zone. Back to the corner behind the net for Nick Luciano. Nick Luciano spins around, then stops, takes it up the middle. Quick pass to Matt Stamatov, couldn't pick it up. Up to Mike Carisi. Mike collects the puck, goes around the net. Oh, goodness gracious, that was a nice play by Mike Carisi. A nice pass from Nick Luciano up to, the pass was to Matt Stamatov. Matt couldn't quite collect it. It went right through to Mike Carisi, and Mike Carisi had a nice move coming across in front of the goalie and stuffed it home. So great for Foxborough to pick up that first goal of the game, to go up 1-0 at the 13:30 mark of the first period. That might put a little extra step into the Foxborough skaters here. That's Galante around the backside, almost stuffed it in here. Nice save by the East Boston goalie. Jason Galante took that puck from the left corner and spun it back around and almost beat the goalie on a wraparound, which doesn't happen too often. So nice effort by Jason Galante. So forward line here, Tim Luciano, Liam Lynch, Kyle Spurzl back in the game with Nick Luciano and Jonathan Brolin on defense. And the referee is indicating to Liam Lynch, number 15. I think he might be missing his mouthpiece. I'm not sure. I was just informed by Chris Brolin, the person working the camera, that it was the chin strap was unbuckled. So they asked Lynch to fix his chin strap, so he's off the ice. He'll be back on in a second. Nick Luciano takes the puck out of his zone up to the neutral zone, back all the way into the East Boston zone. Gets hit again by number 7. Over to Tim Luciano. Tim misses it over to the point. A nice shot by Jonathan Brolin. Put that on net over to Spurzl and tipped up into the net. Now that was a nice play by Spurzl to get that to Brolin at the point, and Brolin had a nice quick shot on net. The goal was just confirmed. It was Mike Carisi from Nick Luciano at 13:30 of the first period, 13:30 of the second period, to give Foxborough 1-0 lead here early in the second period. Nick Luciano picks up the neutral zone, dumps it into the East Boston zone. Tim Luciano can't quite collect it. Spurzl picks it up, can't get control of it. Over from Herlihy to Tim Luciano. Tim brings it into the zone, dumps it in, and Liam Lynch hustling after it. Good physical play by Liam Lynch there. Picked up by the captain, Kyle Spurzl. Over to Lynch in the corner. Tries to put it out front. Can't get the shot on net, but good hustle. This forward line here of Lynch, Spurzl, and Tim Luciano is doing a nice job of keeping this puck on the net here. So back up to Spurzl. Rolling, it was a bouncing puck. Spurzl gets control of it and does a quick shot onto the goalie. Nice play by Liam Lynch. Good backhander. And Spurzl and was Kyle in there trying to collect the rebound, but there were 3 East Boston players there to push him out of the crease. And we get the second line in here right now. Mike Carisi, number 10, Matt Stamertov, 13, taking the face-off along with Jason Galante. Back to Gus Herlihy. Takes a quick shot, goes off the back of his own player. That'll probably leave a mark. Jason Galante taking it through the neutral zone, up to Stamertov, across the blue line. Now back into the neutral zone, picked up by Herlihy. Herlihy dumps it in, and nice play by Jonathan Brolin to get that puck back into the East Boston zone. Galante picks it up quickly over to Brolin. Brolin backhands it up to Galante. Galante into the zone. Tries to scoot it around number 10. Doesn't seem to happen. And Brolin, actually Jonathan Brolin, sauced it into the East Boston zone, but it was touched by Galante, who was offside. So we'll have a face-off just outside the East Boston zone. So Spurzl back in to take the face-off with Liam Lynch to his left, Tim Luciano to his right, Herlihy and Luciano on defense. Nice play by Spurzl to take the face-off and take it all the way into the goalie and almost get the backhand onto the goalie. So now the ref just wants to clear the players out of the East Boston end. We have Liam Lynch and 2 players just standing there. I'm not sure what's going on here. It might be a penalty. Didn't seem like a penalty. Okay, we have, I'm not sure what the call was here. It just seemed as if Kyle Spursel had taken the puck to the net and simply tried to stuff it home, but okay, so just informed again by Chris Brolin, the expert cameraman here, that the matching penalties are on Spursel and the goalie, and so East Boston's going to take a player off their bench or take their forward, put him in the box, and then we'll go 5-on-5. So Spursel will be off the ice along with one of the forwards from East Boston. So must have been a little bit too much extracurricular activity in front of the net. And Galante will take the face-off and kicks it to the left. Liam Lynch almost able to collect that one. Liam chasing the puck into the zone. The hustle here by Galante and Lynch and Tim Luciano on the forward line is causing East Boston to make some mistakes here. They can't seem to get the puck out. These three forwards are working hard to keep that pressure on the East Boston players in their end. So we have Galante taking out of his zone, and Tim Luciano picks it up. Tim over to Galante. Galante takes it across the blue line, loses control, back out to Herlihy, and Lynch has got some room here. Over to Tim Luciano, up, and that's offside. So I think what I saw there was a push from the East Boston player, and Nick Luciano stepped in and just gave a little shove to number 5 to let him know that you can't push our players after the whistle. It happened to be his brother that was pushed down, so that doesn't happen too often. Nice quick shot by East Boston, number 2 on Melissa Almeida, and she made a nice save and kicked it up over behind the net. Nick Luciano behind the net, battling number 5, and cleared out of the zone by Paul Vey. Excuse me, that's Harry McComb, not Paul Vey. Number 9 is Harry McComb, number 6 is Paul Vey. We got Brian Booth in the game as well. Back to the point, quick shot by the East Boston defenseman, deflected by Paul Vey. Back into the Foxborough zone, picked up by Nick Luciano behind the net. Nick sends it around sent it around to the forward, but the forward wasn't home. So Nick picks it up again, sends it over to Brian Booth. Brian Booth didn't pick that up, so Nick tries to take it out himself. Puck across the middle, nice save by Melissa Almeida. If number 2 picked up the puck, nice move by number 2. He's got a quick shot and he gets the goal. As mentioned earlier, number 2 didn't play in the first period, but he's out here in the second period, and he's probably the best player on the ice for East Boston. He did a nice job of collecting the puck, making a nice move, and seeing some open net over the right shoulder of goaltender Melissa Almeida. It was a nice quick shot by number 2. So first line's back out on the ice. Spursel wins the face-off. East Boston clears it out. Herlihy picks it up into his zone. Up the boards to Liam Lynch. And back in Lucha's zone again. Back to Herlihy. Tries to stuff it back in. So that ties the game up here. Oh, there you go. So just about to mention it's tied up 1-1. And right back at you, Liam Lynch with a nice goal on a hustle play. He pulled that puck back right to back and shot it just over the glove of the East Boston goalie. Nice, again, a hustle play by Lynch, who's showing a lot of speed here and tenacity, and it paid off for him there. So that makes it 2-1 here. That was an unassisted goal from Liam Lynch. Oh, excuse me, that was assisted by Kyle Spursel. And the goal is at 12:26 of the second period, making it 2-1. Oh, nice play by number 5, and East Boston picked the puck off from Spurzl and got a quick shot off. Liam Lynch collects the puck, sends it over to Spurzl, who picks it up at center ice, moving quickly. Quick high shot by Spurzl off the glove of the East Boston goalie, hits the wall behind the net. Hurley tries to get a shot off, blocked by East Boston. Tim Luciano picks up in the neutral zone. Back to Spurzl. Spurzl dumps it in and collects his own pass. Nice backhander by Kyle. Tipped away by the goalie. Here comes East Boston 2-on-2. Nice play by Nick Luciano in the neutral zone to break that up. And I think we're going to have a call here on Spurzl for interference on number 5. Kind of a tough call. Kyle was going for the puck, it seemed. They were both going for the puck, and number 5 not being quite as good a skater as Kyle. So when a good skater comes through the puck like that on a skater that's not quite as good and the other skater loses balance, sometimes it looks as if it was interference. But anyways, a call. Kyle Spurzl will be in the box for a minute 30. Foxborough will be on East Boston will be on their power play here again for a minute 30. Quick shot on net by number 2, who has a real quick release. A quick shot on Melissa. Nice save. Nick Luciano picks it up behind the net. Tries to send it out of the zone, but it actually goes out of the rink into the stands, and we'll have a face-off to the left of Melissa Almeida. Looks like Galante is going to take the face-off here. Foxborough down a man, playing 5 versus 3 here. East Boston keeps it in the zone. We have Gus Hurley, Nick Luciano, Jason Galante, and Mike Creasy in the game right now. And East Boston did a nice job there of moving the puck around and getting the puck to the open man, who I think was number 2, Constantine, for a quick backhander on Melissa, and it went just up and over her left glove for a pretty goal by number 2, tying up the game 2-2 here at 6:43 left in the second period. So we had a 0-0 game coming into the second period. Now it's 2-2. So quite a bit of scoring here, a lot of up and down. Foxborough needs to focus here. They're still dominating the play, but number 2 being added to the lineup here in the second period has made a difference. Number 2 is a pretty darn good player. Tim Luciano tried to clear the puck, picked up by the East Boston defenseman, a quick shot on goal, and Melissa made the glove save. Face off to the left of the Foxborough goalie. Foxborough quickly clears it out. Another shot on net, and that shot was right on Melissa, so she made the play right above the pads. So we'll have Liam Lynch take the face-off here for Foxborough. Up to Mike Carisi, can't quite get it out of the zone. Gus Hurley battling in the corner, along with Lynch. Over to Nick Luciano. Nice play by Nick Luciano using the body to get position, but still can't seem to get out of the zone. East Boston, another quick shot by number 2. Constantine, number 2 for East Boston, is their leading scorer and has a nice way of collecting the puck and releasing it quickly, which is taking Melissa and Foxborough by surprise here in the second period. So we have Galante working hard for the puck. Nick Luciano chips it up to Galante. Lynch trying to hook it out of there. Picked up by Luciano over to Lynch, across the blue line. Liam works his way in front of the net. Oh, nice try by Liam Lynch to center that, but Mike Carisi just couldn't position himself to get that pass. East Boston breaks it all the way out and gets a quick shot on goal. Melissa with a decent save. Again, number 2 Again, number 2 with the shot on net. I think number 2 has probably had, on the last 10 shots, I think number 2's had 8 of them. So if Foxborough can control him, we'll win this game. Luciano kicks it up, doesn't quite get out. Number 10 for East Boston gets a shot off on Almeida. Foxborough struggling to get out of their zone. Taken out by Matt Stamtoff over to Tim Luciano. Tim not quite able to catch up with that one. Brian Booth tips it over to Stamtoff. Nick Luciano picks it up at the point, spins it back, takes a quick shot on net, goes to the right. Tim Luciano has it behind the net, tries to bring it back around. He's fiddling and diddling in the back, looking for someone in the middle. Tries to center it, can't quite get it there. And East Boston picks up the puck. Cross ice to number 3. Coming in on Brolin. And behind the net, picked up by Nick Luciano. Nick skates it up out of his zone into center ice by Nick. Nick still with the puck. And tries to get back to Booth, which he does. Booth takes a slap shot. Oh, nice shot by Brian Booth. That was a nice high slap shot that almost found its way to the top left corner. Luciano stops it at the blue line, backhands it back into the zone. Stamatoff and Booth crashing on that. Can't quite get it. Lynch chasing. Lynch picks it up. Nice job by Liam. They can't seem to get the puck to the middle here. Luciano picks it up again. Nick took a quick snapshot. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was a very nice play by Stamatoff, Booth. Nice play by Stamatoff, Booth, and Lynch to work that puck out of the zone behind the net. I mean, from behind the net to get it back to the defenseman who had a shot. And it might have been tipped by Matt Stamatoff, but we'll see what the announcement is. Either a goal for Nick Luciano and an assist by Stamatoff, or an assist for Luciano and a goal for Stamatoff. We'll see what they have to say. But that was a nice play by the forward line. Again, a hustle play, putting Foxborough up 3-2 here at the 3:50 mark of the first period. Nice play by Jonathan Brolin, picking up the puck as it came into the zone there, preventing a shot on net. Quick shot by East Boston, high off the glass behind the net. Hurley with nice physical play to try to control the puck. East Boston gets it. And the backhander from East Boston, from number 2. He always seems to be in a position to get those backhanders. Cleared all the way out. Picked up in the neutral zone by number 5, East Boston. Another high shot from East Boston, hitting the glass behind the net. That's not going to do you a lot of good in a game like this. You want to put that on net and try to get a rebound. Getting a little... Number two with another shot on net. Looks like they're going to call a penalty here on number 18. It might be matching, but I don't think so. I think number 18 is showing a little frustration on the fact he just can't get to the puck. Liam Lynch beat him to the puck a couple times in the last couple of plays, and the fact that Liam's a much quicker skater, I think, has frustrated number 18, and he got called for a penalty, trying to retaliate. So nice hustle by Liam Lynch. Looks like Liam Lynch taking the defensive position here. Him and Nick Luciano. Nick Luciano has it. Nice saucer pass by Luciano to Lynch from D to D, and Lynch took it in towards the goal, and a nice shot. So Foxborough taking advantage of this penalty. Looked like they're actually working the puck around nicely. Oh, nice play. Galante, a nice shot on net, and so good save by number 5. The East Boston team, again, getting a little frustrated with the fact that Foxborough is getting some shots on net and a lot of pushing in front of the net. But if Foxborough's smart, they won't retaliate. They'll just continue to take advantage of the extra man here and get some shots on net. It's all about getting points. That's a nice quick shot by Lynch from the point. He's playing a little defense right now. Looks pretty good at it. So we have Tim Luciano behind the net, Galante in front of the net. Spurzl looking for the pass as well. Oh, nice pass by Tim Luciano to Spurzl. And I'll tell you what, there the lineup here Foxborough has is relatively disciplined, with Liam Lynch and Nick Luciano playing D, Tim Luciano, Galante, and Spurzl up front. They had the puck behind the net and they had lots of options there. Got it to Spurzl. I think Tim Luciano got it to Spurzl. He got it on net. Galante had a decent chance as well. Goalie made a nice play. Lynch picks it up at the point. She takes it to the net, takes a quick wrist shot, blocked by number 5. Luciano collects it, sends it into the corner to Spurzl. Spurzl trying to pick it up, can't quite get over to Galante. Galante sauces it into Luciano. Very nice pass by Jason Galante to Tim Luciano, who had a quick one-timer there, and a nice glove save by the East Boston goalie. Again, this group here has been out here the last minute or so. Spurzl, Tim Luciano, Galante, along with Lynch and Nick Luciano on the defense have done a nice job. They've had 4 or 5 great opportunities here. Galante back to Lynch. Lynch with a quick slapper. Kind of goes off the end of his stick. Ends up with Spurzl in the corner. Tim Luciano behind him, looking to kind of pick up the scraps here. Spurzl breaks it out. Should send that back to the point. Oh, I'm not sure how the goalie made that save. It was a big 5-hole opening, and Spurzl saw it and went for it, and somehow it got tipped up, and the goalie made a glove save. 8 seconds left on the East Boston penalty. Spurzl back to Luciano. Nick tries to get a shot off, gets blocked, and finally, after almost a minute 30 in their zone, East Boston finally clears it. Scores 3-2 here with a minute left in the third period. Foxborough up. Minute left here in the second period. Foxborough up by a goal. Spurzl picks up the neutral zone, dumps it in over to Galante. Galante not able to get it on net. Luciano picks up the neutral zone, looking around as to where he's going to go up the boards to Tim Luciano. Galante picks it up. They both stay on sides here. Spurzl can't quite disrupt the play. Lynch with a nice defensive play, and looks like it's going to be another penalty on Spurzl. I'm not sure if that'll be interference, but number 2.
Yeah, you got him. All right.
So Spurzl's going to get a call for interference.
Good dive. Hey, good work.
Looks like it'll be a call on Spurzl for interference, but that was part of the play and part of the hockey game, and kind of I question the call, whether Spurzl should have been called for that. But actually, they're going to ask Spurzl to step off the ice here, and number 2 from East Boston actually pushed Lynch down and got himself a penalty as well. I'm not sure why Spurzl was asked to leave the ice. I know he's had 3 penalties. I think he's had 3 penalties. If that's his 4th, so he's had 4 penalties, and if it's 4, he's out of the game. That's the rule, MIAA high school rule. 4 penalties, you're out of the game, which makes sense. I'm not sure it was a penalty, but if he does have 4, that's the rule. So it looks like it's going to be 5-on-5 here, because number 2 from East Boston also picked up a penalty, and his penalty was just pushing someone down after the whistle. So we'll play 5-on-5. Foxborough up 3-2 here with 15 seconds left in the period. Again, Spurzl being our most productive offensive player for sure, plays both ends of the ice. He's a captain. He's a leader on the ice for Foxborough. That's a huge loss for us for the rest of the game. But again, 4 penalties, and I'll have to sit out the rest. But he played a nice game. He worked hard, and most of his penalties were just part of the game. So Lynch picked up the puck from the net. Oh, here we go. Oh, I don't know. I was counting that as a goal. Lynch with a lot of spirited hustle there. Got the puck, took it to the net, took a quick shot, and then looked like Mike Carisi picked up the rebound, and it looked like it actually had gone in the net, but somehow it just kind of glanced off the goalie's pads into the corner. It really looked like a goal. I don't know how it didn't go in, but I have to say a very good period by both teams. Not so dominant this period by Foxborough. Both teams had a lot of scoring opportunities, with Foxborough coming out ahead 3-2 in the third period. And we'll see you in the third. 3-2, end of the second period. Here we are back, third period action. Tim Luciano picks up the puck, the neutral zone back over to Galante, quick shot on net, and a glove save by the East Boston goalie. The end of the second period had a lot of flurries of activity in front of the East Boston net. Just to recap, Kyle Spurzl picked up his fourth penalty. He won't be playing in the third period. 4 penalties, and you're out for the rest of the game. Picked up by Herlihy, dumps it over to Lynch. Luciano can't handle it. East Boston kicks it around, picked up by Herlihy, can't quite get it. Little chase into the boards. And Lynch picks up the puck, comes around in front of the net. Nice play by Liam. Liam hustling through the neutral zone all the way into the East Boston zone. Centers it, blocked by East Boston goalie. Lynch still trying to control it. And East Boston changes it, gets a breakaway, but Nick Luciano should be able to catch up to him. Okay, there we go. Nick Luciano chasing the puck and was about to get it. Melissa Almeida came out of the net, playing without a stick right now, as is Nick Luciano. Melissa came out of her net and actually met the player at the top of the circle and knocked him over. Quite an exciting play. Foxborough on the change here. I just want to mention that the ref missed a call just a few seconds ago. The puck went into the net, behind the net, into the netting, and he didn't call it out of play. Just totally missed it. A little bit of an elbow there by number 5 from East Boston on Stamatov. East Boston passed the puck up the boards. They can't control it. Picked up by Brolin, shot blocked by East Boston. Nick Luciano picks up a neutral zone and dumps it into the East Boston end. Third period, a little bit of physicality here that we hadn't seen in the first 2 periods. East Boston, I think, sensing an opportunity to go after Foxborough without their best player on the ice. Stamatov picks up the puck behind the net, tries to center it to Booth. Booth can't quite get to it. Luciano tries to get on net, doesn't quite get there. And East Boston clears it. And here comes number 5 on Nick. Nick pushes him to the outside over to Brolin, who picks up the player, and a quick shot on net, and Almeida makes the glove save. So Foxborough's lines are a little different now. We've moved Lynch to the centering position on the first line, taking over for Spurzl. Out there with Tim Luciano and Jason Galante. Herlihy and Brolin on D. Galante with the puck in the corner. Nice look into the middle here to Brolin. Brolin sends it into the corner. Lynch picks it up. And nice wraparound try by Lynch. Tim Luciano picks it up, tries to put it on net, blocked out in front. Galante working for the puck in the corner. Pops out to Herlihy. Herlihy, low shot, goes wide right. Tim Luciano and Lynch chasing it down. Liam Lynch doing a nice job at center here, playing both sides of the rink. And Galante tries to push that puck into the corner, and it goes up into the netting. We'll have a face-off outside the East Boston zone.
gonna break that stick myself.
So, Foxborough 3, East Boston 2, 11:42 left to go here in the game. Stamatov in the face-off, sends it back. East Boston controls it. Nick Luciano picks it up over to Stamatov. Can't quite get a stick on it. Brian Booth chasing it, can't get it either.
That's it, Gus!
Gus Hurley playing the body here in the neutral zone, broke up the play. And Nick Luciano picks it up to Stamatov. Stamatov trying to get across, can't quite get it there. Carisi back to Hurley over to, oh goodness, that was a, Gus was going to pass it over to Nick Luciano, didn't quite get it there. And that was a breakaway play for number 18. Hurley had a good thought. He was going D to D to Nick Luciano. 18 stepped up, got the puck, had the breakaway with Luciano and Hurley chasing number 18. He got the shot off, and Melissa Almeida makes the save. And during the save, the net came off, and face off to the left of Melissa Almeida, picked up by Luciano. Luciano stick handling. Picks it up, controls it, zips it off over to Carisi off the boards into the zone. Stamatov puts it in the corner, back out to Brolin. Brolin, quick shot, bouncing puck, goes wide right. And a little scrum down low. Good physical play by East Boston here in the corner, trying to break it out. They flick it up. Luciano tries to catch it, goes over his head, picked up by Brolin. Brolin sends it up to the opposite blue line, and East Boston picks it up. Another quick shot by 18. 18's had a good period here, a couple quick shots, but Miss Almeida was ready. Mike Carisi on the breakaway, 3 East Boston players chasing him. Oh, nice play. That was, I'll tell you what that was. That was a freshman, Mike Carisi, with an upperclassman play there. He received the puck on the breakaway and really calmly took the puck, made a couple of moves. We have the East Boston goalie slamming his stick 2 or 3 times on the ice because, again, Carisi's goal was just that pretty. He stayed calm, kept the puck on his stick, and deposited on a backhander. Very nice play by Mike Carisi in a very important goal. That was a very important goal for Foxborough to put them up 4-2. Mike Carisi receives credit for the goal. Nice play, and Jonathan Brolin receives the assist. As mentioned, a very, very important goal for Foxborough to put them up by 2 in a pretty tight game here. Again, Foxborough has dominated each of the periods. Definitely first period, and most of this third period we've dominated. The second period was a little closer, but having the score be 4-2 is a lot better than 3-2 in a game like this. East Boston clears all the way into the Foxborough zone. Foxborough's on the power play. Roughing call against number 18 for East Boston, so Foxborough will be on the power play for 1:30. Picked up by Carisi over to Liam Lynch. Liam just crosses the line, takes a quick snapshot. Oh goodness, that was a great look by Lynch. He saw some net, some open net over the shoulder of the goalie, and he went for it. Here comes Nick Luciano to try to help on this breakaway. Good hustle by Nick Luciano getting back on D. There was a play at the blue line, and the Foxborough goal, the Foxborough defenseman wasn't able to handle it, and Nick Luciano came from the other end to help out Melissa in stopping that shot. And it was a quick shot there on net by Galante. Luciano up to Lynch. Lynch across the line again. Same position from the side. Nice shot. Nice rebound off of the Lynch shot, but couldn't quite put it home. That was Stamatov with an opportunity. Okay, Melissa makes the stop, kicks it over to the side. Picked up by Luciano, but not out. Shot wide by the East Boston forward. He chips it up, picked up by Paul Vey. Paul tries to clear it and gets it out. Nice play by Paul Vey, another freshman on the ice for Foxborough. Nick Luciano picks it up in his end in the corner and flicks it up to Booth. Can't get it out, number 18. Tries to get a shot off, but can't do it, and Liam Lynch alertly backhands it out of the zone. Intensity level up here. Again, East Boston trying to get a goal here to get this thing back to a one-goal game. Nick Luciano sends it around the net to Lynch. Lynch sends it up to Booth. Number 5 takes Booth off the puck with a nice check. And number 2 across the line with a quick wrist shot. Melissa with a nice save, cleared out of the zone by Liam Lynch. Nice play by Liam. Liam over to Nick Luciano. And Nick dumps it into his zone, into the East Boston zone. Goalie not quite paying attention, and Paul Vey sneaks in there and breaks it up, and we have the goal.
Too many men.
And it looks like there's too many men on the ice for Foxborough.
No.
Unless we pulled our goalie, which we didn't, but it was, looks like there's 6 men on the ice. And a little break in the action here. We have 7 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third period. Foxborough up 4-2.
Who's in the box?
Someone left to go in the box for Foxborough to serve the minute 30 penalty here. Foxborough is going to be on the defensive here, down a man here. East Boston will have the man advantage of 5 versus 4. They need to put someone in the box. And we're going to move Tim Luciano to center, move Liam Lynch back to shortly, give a little more protection to the goalie. Face off over to Hurley, shot over the net, and another shot by East Boston hits Lynch in the shin. Lynch picks it up and goes again. Liam showing lots of speed here, and then broken up by the East Boston defender at the blue line. But Lynch clears it out of that zone quick. He's a fast skater. Hurley clears it out of the zone. Nice play by Gus Hurley to quickly get that puck out of the zone. East Boston kind of, they're not sure what to do here with on the penalty, on the power play. Foxborough and Galante are working hard here to keep East Boston out of their zone, and they did. Lynch picks it up again across the zone, breaks through, and a quick shot just goes wide, but a very effective penalty kill by Foxborough. Again, 28 seconds left on the penalty for Foxborough, and looks like they're going to be calling a trip on Galante, so Foxborough is going to be down 2 men, a 2-man advantage for East Boston with the game 4-2 Foxborough, 6:02 left. It's going to be a tough half a minute for Foxborough here with East Boston with a 5-3 advantage with the face-off in the Foxborough zone. The Foxborough coaches are, I think they called a quick timeout here to regroup and make sure that everyone on the Foxborough squad knows what they're up to. The coaching staff at Foxborough is made up of their head coach is Jim Genovese. The assistant coach is Mark Cedachuk. The other assistant coach is Bob Piotti, along with Adam Rule and Chris Moy. Looks like Coach Piotti and Genovese are both giving instructions to the team right now. As mentioned earlier, Foxborough is playing quite a few freshmen on a regular basis. So important to take these timeouts to explain to the skaters what their roles and responsibilities are in different situations. So it's not that often that you're, as a freshman on a high school team, in a 5 versus 3 situation. So Good timeout by the Foxborough coaching staff to provide some insight to these guys as to what they need to be doing. So on the ice for Foxborough is Liam Lynch, Mike Carisi, and assistant captain Nick Luciano. And very nice play by Lynch to grab the puck and send it all the way around the boards. Didn't quite get out, but it's a good try. East Boston with a shot blocked by Nick Luciano. And the shot was blocked, and then it bounced behind the defensive pair of, well, not really defensive pair, behind the three Foxborough players, and East Boston capitalized with a quick shot up and over the right glove of Melissa Almeida. So that erases the other penalty. I think there was only 5 seconds left on that penalty, so not that much of an advantage. So Tim Luciano will come back onto the ice, and we now have the score at 4-3, Foxborough over East Boston. 5 minutes, 33 seconds left in the game. And East Boston with a really great opportunity to score. It was a shot. Melissa was screened, and they got that on net. Nice saucer pass by the goalie up to number 2 for East Boston. And they get into the Foxborough zone. Liam Lynch working hard. Good physical play by Liam Lynch to get that puck. Single-handedly carrying this power play. Sauces it all the way up to the East Boston goalie. Nice play by number 15, Liam Lynch. 28 seconds left on the Foxborough penalty. And East Boston has renewed energy here. They see an opportunity. Number 2 picks up the puck with a nice... Number 2 with a very alert play to get that puck off his stick quickly and onto the goalie, and Melissa made the save. It was a quick rebound, but she covered up. Melissa covered it up quickly. We have 17 seconds left in the Foxborough penalty. 4:48 left in the period. Tim Luciano takes the face-off over to Carisi. Carisi battling, pops out to the point for East Boston. East Boston, number 19, takes the shot. It goes wide, or it might have been deflected by Herlihy, and Carisi clears the puck. Nice heads-up play by the freshman Mike Carisi. On the ice right now, we've got Liam Lynch and Gus Herlihy playing back on D, along with Carisi, Tim Luciano, and Jason Galante. East Boston breaks across the zone. Number 2 with a quick pass. Decent pass by number 2, but the other forward couldn't quite catch up to it. Shot on net for East Boston, almost tipped. A lot of action in front of the net here. Saved by Melissa. Melissa made an initial save and pushed the rebound out, but it went to the point. The defenseman took another shot. Melissa made another save, rebound around the back of the net. The net comes off its sticks, and there'll be a face-off to the left of the Foxborough goalie. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left in the game. 4-3 Foxborough. Non-league matchup here. Both teams working hard to get a win. Galante with the face-off, wins it back to Brolin. Brolin spins it around. East Boston picks it up. Try to wrap it around, can't get it. Galante from Luciano. Galante takes it, stick handling. Nice, a decent look by Galante, but couldn't quite get there. Picked up by Galante across the blue line. Stick handle shot, oh goodness. That was a very nice play by Jason Galante. I know he's been waiting a while for that goal. He had worked hard down low, made a nice pass over to Stamatov. Just couldn't quite get there. The East Boston player broke it up, but Jason chased it down, picked it back up, and took it across center ice and the blue line for a nice move and a nice shot on goal. So Melissa Almeida came out of the net on that play and kind of took out number 18 as he was coming towards the net. There was a open ice for that player, and Melissa made the right move in being aggressive and coming out of the net to break up that play because there was no one between her and the player. Number 18 was shaken up from East Boston. Good effort by the East Boston forward, but Melissa made a nice play to break it up, and then Foxborough cleared the puck quickly and face off outside the Foxborough zone.
17, Jason Galante.
Hurley over to Luciano. Luciano up to his brother Tim Luciano. Back into Hurley. Hurley skates it up, sends it up the boards to Lynch. To Carisi. Carisi over to Lynch. Lynch with a little bit of space here. Just lost the puck. And East Boston breaks up. Tim Luciano collects the puck but can't quite get a shot off net, onto net. Lynch over in the corner. Stick handles it out. Oh, another nice quick shot by Liam Lynch. Up and off the stick, the goalie, and off the back glass behind the net. Hurley sends it back into the zone. East Boston trying to break it out. Tim Luciano breaks it up. Nick Luciano slams it back into the East Boston zone. A little unorganized right now out here on the ice for both teams. A nice pass by number 2 up to number 5 for East Boston. Slips through behind the defense. Hurley plays the body nicely and almost gets the puck to the East Boston player. Quick shot from the defensive point from East Boston. No go. Big rebound. Chrissy passes it up to Tim Luciano, and then they both dump it into net in a quick line change. Here comes East Boston.
Buddy! There you go!
Galante breaks up the play. Luciano by himself in the back. Nice play by Nick Luciano to break that up, but not quite out. East Boston tries to slide it in front of the goal. No go. Stamatov working hard. Tries to kick it up with his skate. Not quite out. Another wrist shot down behind the net. Luciano and number 7 are battling for it. I think both teams a little tired at this point. Minute 7 left in the game. Foxborough up 5-3. Luciano with a nice flip pass out of the zone, all the way down to the goalie. And as he was flipping that puck, he was tripped, and they're going to call a penalty on number 7 for Foxborough. On number 7 for East Boston, which is a huge penalty for Foxborough. Minute 30 left. A minute 30 penalty will be huge at this point with only 57 seconds left in the game. So Foxborough will have a man advantage for the remainder of the game as long as they don't commit a penalty themselves. East Boston called the timeout now, so East Boston probably going to be strategizing and thinking about what they're going to do here to try to get a quick goal and then maybe pull the goalie. But as mentioned, the Galante goal was critical to give Foxborough the 2-goal edge going into the last couple minutes of the game. That way Foxborough can be on the offensive as opposed to the defensive here. If I'm not mistaken, I think that might be Jason Galante's first high school goal. So congratulations to Jason. It was a very nice play. Good hustle play, a nice shot. Okay, here we go. Foxborough trying to hold on here and better their record to 2-2-1. East Boston trying to stay better than 500 here. So 50 seconds left in the game. Foxborough with a man advantage. Puck's in the East Boston zone. We have Galante and Tim Luciano in the corner fighting hard for the puck. Back out to Nick Luciano. Nick chips it back in, but picked up by the East Boston defenseman. Sends it into the zone. Liam Lynch alertly. Liam Lynch ice the puck, so the face-off will be in the Foxborough zone to the left of Melissa Almeida. And with 29 seconds left, face-off, Tim Luciano, Liam Lynch taking the face-off, and East Boston getting a quick shot. Galante with a skate check. Nice job there, trying to keep the puck away from the Foxborough goalie. Carisi picks it up in the corner, flips it to the middle to Tim Luciano. He comes across the center ice, leaves it behind for Galante. Galante trying to get a quick shot, and that's game. A good win for Foxborough, 5-3, and both teams played well. Foxborough moves to 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie on the young season, and East Boston will have a record of 3 wins, 4 losses. We'll see East Boston again later in the year. I think it's the last game of the season for us over at the Perazzo Rink in East Boston. And from the Foxborough Sports Center, we're going to bid you adieu for the night. Chris Brolin, our cameraman, and this is Bill Luciano. Also want to just quickly mention that Foxborough's next game will be tomorrow night versus North Attleboro here at the Foxborough Sports Center. That's Wednesday night, January 8th at 7:20. Thanks for joining us. Here we are after a 5-3 victory, Foxborough over East Boston. We're talking to Coach Jimmy Genovese. Just want to quickly ask him what he thought went well tonight and what we might be working on going forward. We have a couple games here this week coming up, North Attleboro tomorrow night. What do you think?
First, most we have to learn how to stay out of the box and stay with that game plan. We were running around a lot in the first, second period, and we finally came through for the third and stayed a little more positioned, and it helped us out big time in the end result. We just got to learn how to put teams away, and it's happened twice this year so far. So we've got to just work on being disciplined.
Great. Well, thank you very much. It was a great game, and great job coaching these kids, and I know they're working hard, and we'll see these guys again at the end of the year.
Yeah, we will. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.